This video is brought to you by Squarespace. More about them later on in the video.
Good morning, everybody. So, I don't know if you want the good news or the bad news first. I think everybody usually wants the bad news first. So, the bad news is, as you can hear, it is still raining. And it's raining pretty heavily. But the good news is, the police didn't show up and I made it through the night. So, I just gotta wait this out for another hour or two, and then I can get a move on, I suppose. Now listen, I know what you're thinking.
That shirt! But you said...
Yes, I did bring an extra shirt. Whatever, it says Masson 7, okay? It's a good excuse, I'm allowing it. But I'm gonna go get some breakfast, regroup, and make a plan for the day. By the way, I know I sound congested, and that's because I am congested, and I don't like it. Okay, so that was some good breakfast, and I got time to look at the map and try to figure out what would make sense for a goal for today. There are chickens here. What do you think, though? Oh, damn, she struts. So as always, to stay on the Masson 7 trajectory, we are trying to do 20 miles today, but anything we go past that is just bonus miles in the bank. Yesterday, we got an extra 7 miles, so today, I thought let's try to get a few more. So my goal today is to make it to Princeton, or the center of Princeton, I guess, which would be 24 miles. At some point, I think I can hop by a McDonald's and upload some footage, and yeah. Guys, what I just saw on the side of the road is disturbing, so if you can't look, then don't look, okay? Here we go. Banana Brethren, no! Audio log number 1. In the same way that runners seem to get runner's high at a certain point, I think walkers get a certain walker's high. I mean, there's something just really nice about just being able to walk and knowing that, you know, all you really have to do today. Listen, I know this is supposed to be cute and shit, but this is so unbelievably creepy. The council has summoned. Hey, what are you doing in there? What are you doing in that hole? Get out of there, you dirty dog. So as I think you can tell, the sun has come out, which means it is time for sunscreen. Okay, we're screened up and good to go. Let's continue. Vibe with me. Yes, we've made contact. Oh, I don't know if I can handle any more of this. Bonanza Massacre. I'm a valuable member of the community. So, bit of an update, my left shoulder's killing me. It was like slightly bothering me yesterday, I didn't mention it, but today it's just death. So I'm one strapping it, but my God, hooey. So I've just finished 9 very painful miles, which means I'm 1 mile away from the halfway point of our goal. Again, we're going for 24, and this video is brought to you by Squarespace. And you might be thinking, what do these things have to do with each other? Well, I thought for the last mile, to get to mile 10, I would film a time lapse of the whole thing, and as you watch that, I will tell you about Squarespace. For those of you that don't know, and let's be honest, most of you already do know, Squarespace is a service that makes making websites extremely easy. You don't need to know how to code, you don't even need to know how to be a designer, because with Squarespace, you just pick a template, and with that template, you can just drag and drop elements. It all works automatically, and it's gonna look beautiful immediately. In fact, my website that I've been hosting for a while, www.cgmatter.com, made with Squarespace and always will be. 3 features you might be interested in with Squarespace is 1, analytics. This lets you see who is going to your website, where are they from, demographic type information. Secondly, you can take your social feed like Twitter and embed it directly in your website so you don't need to redirect. And thirdly, we have automatic image crop and these panels or blocks that this is how you make a website with Squarespace. You just drag and drop and they will automatically scale and resize to be the correct thing for your layout. And while Squarespace is already super affordable, I am here to make the deal sweeter. You can click my link in the description to save 10% on your first purchase of a website or domain. So thank you, Squarespace, for sponsoring. And we're at 10 miles officially. And not a moment too soon because we got horsies. Looks like they're fighting. Ah, yes, the between the legs shot. You exist between my legs. Deal with it. So I'm taking a break. I'm like 10 and a half or 11 miles in. And one of my guilty pleasures I should have mentioned is I've been watching Ryan's series, of course, partly what inspired me doing this. And there's something special about being on a trip and watching somebody else on their trip. It is weird in some sense. It's like, why don't I fully focus on my own? But I think that there's something neat about it. It's like we're co-conspirators, except not at all. And he has no idea he doesn't know, I don't know I know who he is. He doesn't know who I am. It's a one-way. Okay, so I shit you not, I was just finishing up the last clip and I get the cops called on me. Which is the first time for this trip, not the first time in general when I'm walking. They were very nice. Apparently somebody thought I was like sleeping and needed help or something. Really, I was just watching. I didn't have the balls to film it as it was happening, but you just have to believe me that it did happen. So my shoulder still hurts a lot, but I got some Subway to lighten the mood. A ham and pepperoni, pepper jack cheese, lettuce, tomato, green bell pepper if you care. One thing I've noticed though recently today is that today's much harder than yesterday. I hope what doesn't happen is that it gets cumulatively harder, where like the third day is even harder because like each day I sleep a little less and I'm on my feet for a little more time. I don't know. Afterwards, he decided to head to the local barbershop to fix that thing behind his head. What is that? That's just the way my neck hair grows. It's lopsided. I don't know why, but I got that fixed. So I'm now leaving the center of Clinton, and I realize the situation is dire. The sitch is it's 3:30 right now. The sun sets at 8:30, and it's kind of like an overcast day, so it's going to be even darker than it would be on average, meaning there's 5 hours for me to cover 13 more miles. My strategy is to take a break every hour and try to walk at a 4 mile per hour pace. That way I'm not setting up my tent in the dark and I have like maybe an hour to spare. So I just need a rush. Hashtag me when she says the parents aren't home. Audio video sync. We made it. I cannot tell you how happy I am to be in the center of Princeton. I got this nice pizza and I'm not gonna go any further. That 26-mile plan, no. So we have gone 25 miles, which is a big deal. It's still 5 over what we need to do, which is, again, we only need to do 20 miles a day. And I have a strategy for where we're gonna sleep, even though we're in the center of town. You see, I found this gazebo, which I'm gonna assume is like a public park kind of thing. I don't know. This way I don't need to set up a tent, even if it rains. There's a cover, and hopefully I don't get kicked out. At the worst, I get kicked out. So I'm still at the pizza place and I met Erica.
Hi.
Hey, she gave me advice of where to sleep. I may or may not take it. I may go with the gazebo plan still, but very nice. And yeah. Okay, so it's like 9 p.m. Darkness is falling, and it turns out this gazebo's like 2-minute walk from a police station. And Erica, you met her earlier, told me that the police aren't the most understanding here, but I figure, like, what's the worst that can happen? Are they gonna arrest me? I don't know. I gotta keep a low profile, though. I'm just gonna set up a sleeping bag and that's it. And I think I'll be whispering for the rest of this. So in conclusion, today was a very painful day, but there's a reward at the end of the rainbow. The gazebo that we may or may not get kicked out of. I cannot believe that 2 days ago I was in East Boston, like 53 miles we've traveled, and not just that, with like a heavy backpack, hills and all that. I haven't shown all the struggle, believe me, it's hard. Unless something horribly wrong happens tomorrow, tomorrow we will hit halfway, because 70 miles is the halfway point. We're already at 53. Closing thoughts, I don't know. This is ridiculous, but I'm having a good time. So good, I can't even say it. Pain train, oh pain train. Everybody has a ticket to the pain train. Pain train, oh pain train. Everybody's got a ticket for admission on the pain train.